The port of Toonville was buzzing with excitement. The Grand Ocean liner SS Paradise was sailing to Honolulu, carrying a crew, tourists, and one official ship mascot, Tom the cat. Tom stood proudly on deck, wearing a sailor hat with a golden badge that read, Mascot of Honor. Imagine, he thought, palm trees, sunshine, and royal treatment. But there was one problem, a small, sneaky one named Jerry. Deep in the cargo hold, Jerry peeked out from a cheese crate. Honolulu sounds nice, he whispered. Why should Tom have all the fun? He grinned and began planning his secret boarding mission. The captain leaned toward Tom and said, If that mouse gets on board, you're off the job, sailor. We can't have chaos on my ship. Tom gulped. Aye, sir. The chase was officially on. As the ship's whistle blew, Jerry dashed up the gangplank disguised as a tiny sailor. Tom spotted the fake uniform and gasped, Oh, no you don't. He sprinted after him, but the ship had already begun to move. Thinking fast, Tom grabbed a rope and swung aboard just before the ship left the dock. He landed face first in a barrel of fish. Jerry peeked from behind a crate, laughing silently. Tom placed pieces of cheese across the deck to lure Jerry out. But Jerry used the trail to set traps. Each piece triggered something: a bucket of water, a mop to the face, and a slap from a deck hatch. Tom ended up dripping wet and dizzy. Everything shipshape? Asked the captain. Tom saluted, soaked and trembling. From behind a lifebuoy, Jerry saluted too, perfectly mimicking Tom's pose. The captain smiled. Good spirit, cat. Carry on. Passengers danced to music while Jerry sneaked through the buffet table. Tom crawled under the tablecloth, trying to grab him. Crash! A mountain of fruit and plates flew into the air. The crowd gasped. Jerry found the captain's map of Honolulu. He grinned. So that's where they dock. He imagined a beach full of coconuts and cheese snacks. Paradise. Desperate, Tom built a cheese-scented mousetrap inside a suitcase labeled to Honolulu. But Jerry switched the tags. Tom ended up locking himself inside and getting tossed into the mailroom. That night, the ship hit rough waters. Lightning flashed, waves crashed, and Jerry slid across the deck on a soap bar. Tom grabbed a rope, swinging wildly to save him, only to end up tangled in the sails. A huge wave nearly swept Jerry overboard. Without thinking, Tom dove and caught him just in time, pulling him to safety. For a moment, the two stared at each other, silent, soaked, but grateful. The captain appeared. I saw everything, he said. That was brave, Tom. And you, little mouse. Quite the stowaway spirit. He chuckled. Maybe there's room for 2 mascots on this ship. As the ship approached Honolulu, drums played and seagulls soared. Tom stood proudly beside the captain. Jerry, wearing a tiny lei around his neck, waved at the crowd. The passengers cheered for the new duo. Under the warm Hawaiian sun, Tom and Jerry clinked coconut drinks. They had started as rivals, but ended up as the ship's most famous mascots. As the captain laughed, the ship's horn blew. All aboard for new adventures.